Hello guys, welcome to my live stream again and get a chance to win 500 pesos sa ating raffle sa August 31. Magbibigay ako ng 500 pesos. Shoutout sa Team Paangat na laging sumusuporta guys. Ready ko lang yung ating tambiolo sa mga papasok para makapagpalista. Ilista natin yung inyong mga entries. Meron na tayo ditong entries. Marami-rami na rin. Para sa raffle natin. Meron pa akong papers dito ready to write the names. Hindi ko na isulat ng nakaraan nung pumasok dito. Si Sia and Princess Channel, meron ka ng entry kasi sumali ka dun sa nakaraang Cedric Agustin, bigyan kita ng entry. Meron ka ng entry pala. Oh, meron na. So yun, another entry pag ganito, umattend ka ulit. So more entries, the more chances of winning. Kaya kada LS ko hanggang 31. So lagi kayo may entry guys. Sulat ko yung mga pangalan nyo. Double T siblings. Shout out sa inyong dalawa po. Thank you so much sa pagdalaw. Double T siblings. Yan, another entry for you sa raffle. Para fair. Kasi lagi kayong sumusilip sa aking LS. Ayan, another entry. Tapos mamaya, bago matapos ang game, meron akong papatrivia kung ano yung tanong ko at nasagot nyo, merong 100 pesos kayo matatanggap. Kaya stay lang kayo guys. O kaya balik kayo bago matapos ang game. Ilan naman nanalo? Isa lang muna. Every month, isa. Kapag malami ng budget, dagdagan natin. Cedric Agustin. Pag dumami ang ating mga sponsors, dagdagan natin ang pamimigay natin sa tao. Thank you so much sa inyo guys. Nakaraan sa Sian and Princess. May entry ka na, Sian and Princess, kasi pumunta ka nung nakaraan. Nung game 1. So game 2 ngayon guys, naglalaban Blazers-Lakers. The live stream ako para sa game. Panonoodin natin habang kinukwento ko sa inyo nangyayari. Hindi ko may pakita sa screen kasi baka ma-CPR tayo. Dinig niyo ako guys, sana dinig niyo ako. Saan yung video? Ayan. So, ang score ngayon, 16-8. Lamang po ang Lakers ng 8. Medyo humigpit ang depensa nila ngayon.
I can do that, though. There you go. I was a machine that day. I think I did 112.
No, you didn't do 112.
I think I did.
I was there.
I thought it was 112.
I smell this hot McGee. By the way, LeBron James at age 35 played 35 minutes a game. Led the NBA in assists over 10 per game. But he's always had that commitment to being in the best possible shape.
Yeah, lamang ng 8 ang Lakers. Ngayon ay 7 na lang ang lamang. Good start sila. Hindi kaya nung nakaraan.
Was good as McGee.
Yung nakaraang laban nila, ayan, si Maggie ang starter. Kaya maganda yung laban nila. Nakaraan si Dwight eh.
I thought in the first half he had bad minutes.
Sana manalo naman ng Lakers kasi para maganda yung laban.
You can
Hindi
make
sila
the case he
mag-sweep.
was as important as anybody winning that game.
Attack mode si Lebron ngayon, no?
James runs up the floor, shot blocked. Whiteside or Jackson had a big block on James late in the fourth quarter in game one. McCollum. Carmelo Anthony.
Nagmi-mintis ang ngayon, Blazers.
Nurkic deflects it.
Ganda rin ang depensa ng Blazers.
Well, the Lakers
Wala kasi,
contest and then
si
leak
Lebron.
out as Lillard finishes and three-point play opportunity. And in game one, Davis got a couple. He got all the way behind the Portland defense, but Nurkic, good job in getting back and deflecting that, which led to this Euro step three-point
Galing
play
talaga
by
ni
Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
So McGee picking up his second personal foul. So he'll go to the bench. Kyle Kuzma
So
comes
guys,
in.
marami na tayong entry dito. Oh.
Checks into the game.
Automatic, yung lahat ng pumapasok, lalagyan ko na lalagyan ng entry.
When you put up the
But
load,
the more entries, the more chances of winning. Carry over na yun hanggang sa susunod na mga raffle natin, 500.
45
Hanggang sa dumami, dumapuno. Siguro every month, magbigay ako ng cash amount.
Those are sick. And each of these games was kind of almost a do or die situation for the Blazers as they tried to just get into the postseason. Russo looking for the screen. Throws it up top. Danny Green off the dribble. The floater in the paint. That won't go. Davis tip is good. And Anthony
Davis,
on his
shoot.
signature goal. The other Blazers right now.
20 to 12, lamang pa rin ng 8 ang Lakers.
Two bigs.
Portland leads 1 to 0 na
Anthony Davis.
series.
Got to do a good job of dominating the boards and setting quality screens with no rim protection outside of Davis. Gary Trent Jr.'s in the game. They swing it. Lillard, nice little ball fake. Leans in. Shot is good.
Galing talaga ni Lillard,
Lillard
bad
now with
trip.
8 points here in the first 7 minutes. The runner off the glass won't go for
Mintis.
Kuzma. Bad pass from Whiteside, stolen by Danny Green. Kuzma kicks it back. Green, a corner three.
Malas talaga mga tres nila.
McCollum trying to cross over Caruso, pull-up jumper.
Nakuha ni Caruso ang bola. Bigay kay
Davis foul.
Pasok, 3-point play.
And one. Not a smart play, although McCollum was trying to get it before the act of shooting, but they're going to count the basket.
Yan, good job, good job.
Coach talked about it. Lakers doing a great job, especially their bigs, running the floor. The drop-off pass by Caruso. Anthony Davis rewarded for running the floor, gets the contact and the hoop.
Those are energy points. The tip-ins, the transition buckets.
Guys, pakishare na lang yung stream natin sa GC
Marquise Morris coming into the game for Danny Green, which you mentioned, Joe. There's much talked about the horrific three-point shooting by the Lakers in game one. Their transition field goal percentage was awful as well. They had a lot of good looks and nothing was going down for them.
They also, between Davis and James, were only 16 for 24 from the free throw line.
Balik sa 8 ang lamang ng Lakers, guys.
4.5 remaining in
Pero at
the
least
first.
maganda yung score nila ngayon, first quarter. 23. Hindi gaya nung nakaraan. Ang magandang simula, Blazers.
What you mentioned, Jim. Against Kuzma, steps back, three-pointer, terrific three-point shooting. Davis and other Lakers in game one, their transition. Davis, a good ball handler for his size as well. Foul line jumper shot is short.
Sayang. Walang rebound dyan. Not a good shot by
Was a
AD.
low-scoring game.
Nag-iingat din siguro sa AD sa injury.
First time in 37 games, Portland held an opponent under 100 way back January. One-on-one, Davis and Nurkic in the paint turns.
Malas talaga sa Davis. Grabe ang depensa kasi dalawa, twin tower ang
Some opportunities.
ang Blazers. Pero meron ka ng Nurkic, meron ka pang Whiteside, sabay sila. Dapat ang gawin din ng Lakers dito, Twin Tower din.
Goes right at Davis. Layup off the glass is good. Using his body to shield it.
Ganda ng depensa ng Lakers.
Caruso throws it up for Davis. Back up top, Morris. Caldwell Pope, Kuzma. Caruso corner three.
Walang bumapasok. Buti na lang, kahit pa paano, di rin nakakashoot ang
Portland
Blazers.
took the first punch here, just down by 6. As Whiteside flips it up.
Kung sino dito ang matindi ang resistensya, siya mananalo eh. Guys, kumain na ba kayo?
McCollum coming off the step-up screen by Nurkic. Good use of the body to ward off the shot blocker in Davis. That's how you put the shot blocker in jail.
Ano, kumain na kayo guys? Ako, mag-oatmeal lang ako ngayon.
The game of basketball has always been bigger than just the ball in the rim.
Can't beat the intensity of playoff basketball. We expect greatness. We hold ourselves accountable.
We're very tough. We always got something in our back pocket. That's stellar defense there. Unity. I think when the group show unity is amazing. I love that we can come together. We have the momentum right now. We can't stop. Keeps the clock. Lets it fly. Yes! We're improving right now, so we got to keep it up heading to the playoffs. Beautiful pirouette. We keep improving every day. I don't want to put a cap on it.
Oatmeal lang tayo guys, oatmeal. Tapos, meron ka dito otak. Otak.
Showing off now.
Biscuit.
The NBA back, be able to spread a lot of love, go towards the whole world.
It's playoff time. Ano na guys? Ito na natin.
Popcorn. Hey, watch it. My heart racing, man. I'm thinking.
With the first pick, LeBron Davis.
People are close friends. How we approach the game.
When I was broke, I held my own. Like I've been gone.
That was fun. That was fun. Okay. Got this boy. We should be solid. Got the AD. Be good. AD on the way. AD on the way. AD on the way. Let's go.
Dapat pagsabayin si Dwight saka si Maggie dito eh. Laging may katulong si AD. Ang mangyayari kasi, mag-isa lang si AD sa loob eh. Dalawa yung sentro ng kabila. Dalawang malaki. Nurkic saka si Whiteside. Mabagal naman yung transition ng Lakers. Mabagal yung pass break nila. Kaya hindi rin nila maiwanan yung malalaki ng Blazers. Oatmeal tayo guys, oatmeal.
Saturday at 3 on ABC, the top two teams in the WNBA square off. Brianna Stewart and the Seattle Storm take on the Las Vegas Aces from the WNBA bubble. For the NBA bubble, LA off to a good start. They trailed by as many as 16 in the first half of game one. In attack mode right from the opening tip here. 2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Davis and Whiteside. It's a 5-second, close to it. Very close, Mark.
Pangit na laro ni Davis. Dahil Memphis.
You should know you did that every possession back. He's one of the reasons they made it. Oh, block shot by Morris as Hazonia had it rejected. Caldwell Pope races up the floor. Caruso, good open look.
Pasok mo!
And Davis took it away from Carmelo Anthony, but couldn't hold on.
Nakakainis ang laro.
Lillard sees the
Scoreless ng Lakers, ilang minuto na.
ball was deflected.
Buti na, maganda rin ang depensa nila.
And Caruso, a little over aggressive there, trying to fight over the screen, picks up his first.
Shoutout kay Double Siblings at kay Cedric Agustin. Salamat sa pagdalo niya ulit sa akin, guys.
We've seen unbelievable things in basketball, but nothing like this. Tweet hashtag #UltraCourtside with hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win tickets. Laker fans. So their first playoff game in 7 years. Not just a Laker fan, Mike. That's Lil Wayne, the great Lil Wayne. Acknowledge greatness. I know you was busy talking and not looking, but well, he's a Laker fan. Lillard misses. What a foul. Caruso's looking over once. Frank Vogel to challenge it. So this is the Pacer Heat game. Former Pacer Jalen Rose.
Mark
Who
Jackson.
were you cheering for that day?
You guys, I was home pulling for my partners. It's very nice of you. Thank you, Mike. That's 1 out of 2. Sports fans, gear up at NBAstore.com with officially licensed fan gear for every team and all the players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience. That foul was on Caruso, his second. It's hard to believe the Lakers, again, 7 years, first Laker playoff game, have not had a playoff win since 2012 in the Western Conference Finals. That's a fan base that's been spoiled with all the amazing success.
Yun.
Davis, nice move across the lane. He's 4 of 7 from the field.
4 of 7.
When he drives it, they have to make him pass it off the dribble. They've got to come attack his dribble drive.
By the way, that last Laker victory in the Western Conference semifinals back in 2012. They lead by 6 here. Carmelo Anthony, mid-range jumper.
Malas. Malas si Melo.
James guarded by Gary Trent Jr. Trent has been one of the young players emerging here in the bubble with some terrific plus. Davis, nice, tough assignment here. They double team. Marquise Morris can't get it to fall.
It's good effort by Carmelo Anthony to give support to James at the elbow and then close hard to Morris, who made a couple threes the other night.
Lillard, bad decision there. James deflected it. And the turnover. That's the 4th for Portland here in the first quarter. Good active hand by the Lakers defense. Well, it's close. As Trent tried to draw a charge. Morris. That one.
Malas talaga.
Davis back up and in.
Yun, Davis.
Anthony
Grabe.
Davis now 11 points, 5 rebounds, couple of assists, and the Lakers lead by 8. Love his energy early in this ballgame.
Ako, naglalaro ako ng basketball. Sumasali ako sa mga liga.
Got to block out. He's got to hit it.
5'10 kasi ako eh. 5'10 eh.
Goes over the backboard, and that will end the first quarter.
Sumasali ako sa mga liga. Marami na rin.
Anthony Davis.
Dati rin ako naglaro sa Abra eh. Sa provincial meet ng Abra noon. Yung mga malalakas sa Abra. Nakasali ako dun eh.
All scores with 11. Lakers by 8 after 1.
Dito rin sa sa Cavite, sumali rin ako diyan sa Intertown. Hindi, mga ano naman 'yon, mga interbarangay, parang labanan ng mga barangay diyan sa Cavite. Ang gagaling ng mga player diyan. Talagang kumbaga yung mga laro nila scientific, mga laro nila.
We're focused on being successful in the playoffs. We want to win at home. Get it, switch. Good, here we go. I love it. Good. I think the playoffs will be very good. There's great competition out there. Seen some unbelievable games and performances.
Napalamig ko lang yung pagkain ko, guys. Mag-almusal ako.
His imprint and his impact has been incredible. Hey, it's all here right now. Come on. I'm really excited because
Wala akong pagka LS kasi,
this is what we are waiting for now. The post-season.
napag kayo ng bahay, Cedric, di ba ka naman na, may bahay ka na, may banana ka na.
Completing a season that's
Kasi po, ayaw ko po. May delikado kasi yung basketball. Full contact sport yan eh. Delikado sa katawan. Pwede kang mapilay. Pero kumbaga, ginagawa ko mag-basketball para sa fitness din. Health.
See a different level of competition. It's just too like intensive. Everybody's excited about what's at stake. Anything can happen.
Ang score guys ay lamang ng 8 ang Lakers tapos na ang first quarter. 27-19 ang score. So, nadepensa nila ng maganda ang Blazers. Ganun talaga. Pag malalaki, may yabang yan. Alam mo, may lamang din ang maliliit sa basketball, sa takbuhan. Takbuhan mo ng takbuhan. Walang magagawa yung malalaki. Pero yung malalaki sa high school, minsan hindi na lumalaki pagdating ng college, saka ng ganun talaga. Kailangan magulang ka sa basketball. Basketball, pag masyado ka mabait, tutulak-tulak ka lang ng mga malalaking tao dyan. Series is 1-0 in favor of Blazers. Okay lang mapaya, ganun talaga sa basketball. Pero huwag kang madadala, kumbaga huwag kang masisiraan ng loob.
On ESPN presented by Mountain Dew. Blazers down 9 here with Taylor Stafford, coach. Offensively, 1 of 8 from the field, from 3 rather. What did you think of your shot selection in that first quarter?
Maybe it could have been better, but we didn't make shots. Obviously, they're being aggressive, but that'll come. At least that's the least of our concerns.
Well, defensively, your biggest focus going forward, specifically in the paint.
Well, it doesn't change. It's their offense rebounding, it's transition points to the paint, contesting shots.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Mike, back to you.
All right, Cassidy, off the turnover. Gary Trent, nice follow. It's back to 6. You see the early call for J.R. Smith trying to get some shooting and a proven guy. So that's, of course, won a title with LeBron James in Cleveland. Marquise Morris, as the shot clock expires. Whiteside.
Wala talaga. Malas ang Lakers, guys.
J.R. Smith did play.
Napahiya yung tumulak sa'yo. Tama, nakakahiya yun.
Been inactive for quite some time as Anthony drives. He stepped out of bounds.
Diyan na si J.R. Smith, pinasok na.
Carmelo Anthony's post up. Dwight Howard was coming to double immediately.
Yeah, from the baseline. Making it work. Both Anthony and Trent, highly competitive up the floor.
As the shot clock expires, I'm not letting them play one-on-one on the block against Trent, though. There's a double team, good help from Whiteside, but it leaves J.R. Smith open. Fight for the rebound, comes out of it. Dwight Howard, and he's fouled. Howard during the regular season.
Nice rebound by Dwight Howard.
Off the bench for the Lakers. But right now, the Lakers are outworking them. Hassan Whiteside at his best is a dominant rebounder. Too many times early on in this ball game, whether it be Anthony Davis or Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee, they've come up with second shot opportunities.
And he may say, well, you want me to help on James's drive and get back and block out and rebound? And the answer is yes.
Yun, Dwight Howard. Ganda ng pasa ni J.R. Smith.
Smith setting up Dwight Howard. And it's 29-21.
Tumanda si J.R. Smith,
Whiteside fouled by Howard. Nurkic returns. Well, as the schedule for these playoffs, again, everything is so different, including each series is every other game or every other day. tonight. We'll have it for you on ABC. Will it be 1-1? Will Portland shock everybody and be up 2-0? McCollum shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. Kuzma comes out of the back. Kuzma goes at Nurkic. Layup is good.
Ganda.
Sweet move there from Kyle Kuzma.
Sampu na lamang. Ampakan nyo na yan para matanggal ang yabang ng Blazers na yan.
Kuzma at the
Ano ba namang klaseng host ito? May kinakampihan. Laker fans ako guys eh.
Morris.
Para kay Kobe to, para kay Kobe. Kailangan mag-champion ng Lakers. Lakers saka Clippers ako dyan eh.
Just 31% from
Kawhi Leonard.
They shot 39% in game 1 and still able to get the victory. And their defense was as good as we've seen since the restart. James
Malas.
misses. McCollum gets a running start. Gary Trent for 3. He has been just superb. Again, with Trevor Ariza opting out of the bubble, no Rodney Hood. Trent getting an opportunity. He's made the most of it. Picks up a foul there, though. I tell you what, the way he's playing, though, it doesn't matter who would be here in uniform. He's going to have an opportunity to be in a rotation. His energy, his effort, his competitive spirit says winning.
And this jumper was set up, James, very slow because of a frustration at missing that little left-hand shot. He's got to run back. You got to handle your frustrations.
Kuzma guarded by Hazonia. Makes his move across the lane. Tipped up and in by Marquise Morris. Morris with his first field goal. Lead is 9. We're 2.5, or 3.5 into
Maganda yung ano ng Lakers sa ano, yung sa loob.
Playing to start this ball game. They're playing like they're down 1-0. CJ McCollum, nice move to the basket. Aggressive. James to the rim. 13. Make that up to 48% shooting. That's 6 points, 2 assists for LeBron James.
I agree with Mark. Not going to let him play against bench guys one-on-one as Nurkic scores. So against Hazonia or Trent, when he gets into that attack area, I'm going to make him prove it. Morris, Kuzma, and Smith.
James again, this time goes right at Nurkic. Nurkic will pick up his first foul.
Yan. Active si LeBron yan.
James to the rim.
One-on-one.
13. Make that
Foul dapat.
48% shooting. That's 6 points, 2 assists.
Have to make them beat you over the top.
His first free throws of the night. Those are the numbers from game 1. Basketball was back. NBA style. It's a whole new
Oh, pagkain ko guys. Okay.
Rockets never lost the first round playoff series. 13-0. When Gabriel comes in for his own. Terry Stotts, like many coaches, short rotations in the bubble. Jeff, more so than we've seen from teams. Obviously, the regular season is a different scenario.
Kain tayo guys. Oatmeal with otap.
Well, with Portland in particular, they're missing so many guys. Ariza, Zach Collins, that he's going to keep, that's his chance to overcome some talent differential by keeping his best players on the floor for longer periods of time as Trent knocks in another 3. When you're the underdog, you're an underdog for a reason, and you can't have your best players sitting as long.
Howard trying to keep it alive. Last touch by Portland. LeBron James frustrated with that miss. Give the kid, young kid Gabriel, a lot of credit. Gets in traffic, left-handed. Gets it out to Gary Trent, and he does the rest. What I like right now is Trent picking up LeBron James full court as he exits. But the thing, Dwight Howard creates space, screening in the backcourt, giving him open lanes to create havoc offensively. Lakers reset. Danny Green uses a powered screen, but can't hit the three. Gabriel tips it, but it's kept alive by Caruso out to Morris. Foul's going to be called Wendy Gabriel. It's his third foul in 5 minutes. Terry Stotts did not like that call. Coach, I don't know if you agree, but looking out on that floor, this is a lineup that Portland Trailblazers. It's got to dominate.
And that's why when you're the underdog, you keep your best players on the floor when guys like LeBron James and Davis are sitting.
At bigyan ng playing time si Quinn Cook eh. Magaling naman yung bata eh. Shooter din yun. Pinakikita ng coach. Dapat di sila nagbabangko ng ibang player. Bigyan nila ng playing time para maganda yung rotation.
Very difficult. I miss my family, my wife, my kids, my mother. Nothing has ever compared to this. I miss being home. But like I've always been interesting. This is crazy. I got a wife and 3 kids at home. I'm definitely missing my daughter and my girl. I'm gonna talk to her every second I can to let her know I'm still there with them as much as I can be. Happy birthday, son. I love you. I wish I could be there at the party celebrating. You got the Captain America score. Our players haven't been away from their families this much in their lives. Every day you try to call a family member, you FaceTime, and guys are reading stories. I know a couple guys having dinner in their room with the family at the table. Keep my love on in my heart and my mind. Once you get on the floor, you gotta do that.
Guys, baka gusto nyo makiat. Alapag ko yung StreamYard.
Lock in. Task at hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're kind of disconnected from them a little bit. I think everyone here is just trying to make the best of the opportunity.
Chris Paul's son in the house, at least virtually.
Kind of tough to not see your family. You're on your own and doing things on your own, but I like that when I have to be dedicated to something and I'm working towards a goal.
We're figuring it out day by day. There's exciting parts of this, there's challenges in this. But ultimately, we have a goal of trying to win a championship.
When the game is on the line, what moves you? Goodyear or driven?
Right now, it's time for tonight's Impact Player brought to you by the U.S. Army. LeBron James wired up. Dominate once more, dominate! Good fellas. My dog. Where's the place? I got one, I got it. Yeah, I got one. Oh! Well, LeBron James and the Lakers off to a much better start, certainly than in Game 1. But the way it's gone, Portland only down by 6, and you'd think it'd be a lot more. For a guy that coached in playoff games and played in them, you understand the Lakers are going to come out with a lot of energy and effort. Beautiful in the Trailblazers. The mindset is, let's make sure we fight off the initial stand, and they've done just that. And they've only Portland just 40% from the field, 3 of 10 from 3. 39-31. CJ McCollum turns, fires, can't hit. Rebound Davis knocked away by Gabriel. Gabriel trying to save it. He does. Good hustle from Wendy Gabriel. Pass. Caruso deflected out of bounds. Gabriel came over in that Trevor Ariza trade.
Ang laki na itong Gabriel na to ha.
He had a career with
Ang laki na yung Davis
He's played more G League games than he has NBA games.
his
Sangka din.
32nd NBA game. He's played almost 50 G League games. They love his athleticism. They love his energy. Nurkic. And Caruso
Yun.
the rebound. J.R. Smith back out to Davis. Davis across the lane. Nice adjustment.
Nice.
Such agility for a man his size.
Sampu na, guys.
Welcome sight, not falling in love with that three-point line. Staying aggressive.
Lillard using his left hand. Back shot won't go. Tipped up and in by Gabriel.
He's playing great. Love his energy.
J.R. Smith flips it up. Howard had it, lost it. Zonia cross court. C.J. McCollum drives in, and a blocking foul is called on Caruso. That's going to be his third.
Uy, offensive.
And they're calling this on the side. To me, that should be in the act of shooting.
Danny Green had to grab the ball before he could get the upward motion, but he was going up for the shot.
Wala na sana yun eh.
Felt the same way, Mark.
And I like this move by Terry Stotts. Anthony Simons, because they were playing smaller, and now they've gone to Kuzma, to try to get more still on the floor, in for Hazonia. I really like that. I think he can really create plays off the dribble, and right now they're struggling, again, shooting under 40% as they did in game one.
Well, he's got size,
Bata nito.
ability to shoot, and he's not afraid of the bright lights. And the same move from similar Frank Vogel bringing in Dion Waiters.
So Waiters and J.R. Smith both getting first half minutes. The foul was on Dwight Howard. That's his second. There's Simons. Lillard drives, kicks it back out. McCollum wide open. Three-pointer won't go. And a loose
Dwight.
ball foul is going to be called against Dwight Howard.
Kita eh.
And that'll be his third foul in just 7 minutes.
This is terrific pursuit by Whiteside to continue to move. And if you're Howard, you don't need to finish him off with a shot. But I do like Dwight Howard's intensity up on the pick and rolls. He's trying to get on the offensive boards. McGee and Howard have done a good job in providing consistent energy at the center position.
So Howard's going to sit down. James right now resting. Lillard splits the defense. Davis right there to help. Shot blocked by Davis. Great recovery from Anthony Davis. Here comes Waiters. Kuzma against Nurkic. Kuzma step back three, hand in his face.
Nice.
Nails it. Kyle Kuzma with his first three-pointer. And the lead is 11, largest of the first half. McCollum foul.
Anthony Davis has been outstanding to start this ball game, offensively and defensively. Damian Lillard turns the corner, blocks it. Big time shot blocker, making plays. That's how you impact the game, not just with your scoring, but other ways.
Davis also with 13 points, 6 boards, a couple of assists. McCollum to the line. How about C.J. McCollum? He's a huge wine guy. He bought 85 bottles of wine sent to his room here in the bubble. And what he does is, when he leaves the room, he sets the room to 50 degrees to keep the wine the right temperature. And when he gets it in the room, he ups it to 60 degrees. Freezing in there. That shows you how much he loves his wine. 85 bottles? 85 bottles.
I got a hotline number for him to call.
Kuzma, not that time. Whiteside the rebound. But that last possession, coach, something you talk about.
Hi, Jovanex.
Let him take advantage of his matchup.
Thank you for coming.
Nurkic trying to take advantage down low.
Salamat sa thumbs up, Jovanex.
Gonna rush it. Fight for the rebound. Whiteside and Davis. Davis goes away.
Bigyan ka ng raffle entry ulit. Thank you for coming.
Showing his ball handling. Crossover move. Layup is up. Rolls off the rim. Frank Vogel furious.
Jovanex, may entry ka na ulit para manalo ka ng 500. Meron tayong sponsor, kaya
12 points for Lillard.
bigay tayo ng 500 pesos.
Frank Vogel calls a timeout.
August 31 ang ano natin, ang draw date.
Lakers are an outstanding defensive team. Want Lillard to go to his right. He does, and a tough finish over Danny Green.
It's like you work so hard for this one dream that you're trying to chase me. You probably get something. I smile every time I think about it. It's everything I've been working for. This is one of our biggest dreams in life.
This is the ultimate dream of mine. It allows me to not only play basketball with the best in the world, but take care of my family.
It's up. I've been really trying to hone in on my skills of watching film. Just trying to give myself a different perspective of how I play and hone all the skills I can in my mind.
Being at home all the time in the garage, probably like a little spot where I can work out. Trying to make the best out of the time I have. Trying to stay in shape, always stay ready.
Going through this process is a little different than others, but I don't know any better. So for this, it's just like preparing to go into my next
Jovanex, may entry ka na. Maglapag nga pala kayo ng mga bahay nyo, guys. Nagdikitan kayo dyan.
I had to go through it, but I always kind of try to put things in a positive light. For me, that is going to the next level, and there's going to be ups and downs, but I'm just trying to be as ready as I can.
I'm always confident no matter where I'm at. And I always go out there and play like myself and play my game. I just feel like I'm ready. I feel like I've grown and matured, and I'm ready to take the next step. I wanted to just make a name for myself. I've always been like that. I can't wait.
Guys, ang trivia ko mamaya. Sino ang magiging best player of the game? Magbigay ako ng 100 pesos. Sino magiging best player of the game? Walaan nyo lang. Siyempre, malamang kung sino mananalo, doon kukunin yung best player of the game.
Playoff coverage continues Saturday. Pair of game threes at 6 on ESPN. Rockets and Thunder. Houston leading 2-0. And at 8:30 on ABC, this series will resume. Lakers and the Blazers. Coverage begins with a half hour for each game with the jump. Let's check in with Cassidy.
Thanks, Mike. Since the Blazers arrived in Orlando, they haven't had time to settle in and relax, as every game has mattered and most of them have been too close for comfort. And now even the comforts of their own hotel and daily routine has changed, as the team made the expected move to the Grand Floridian yesterday on their off day. Damian Lillard said the league made it easy on them and moved their belongings for them, but after 6 weeks of making the yacht club home, they now have a new routine, whether it be where they eat or just the new teams they're sharing the hallways with. I asked the Bubble MVP if he got the presidential suite again, and he said no. I don't even know how I got that, but he does say his room is nice and comfortable. You guys were talking about, the wine connoisseurs on the Blazers. Well, I'm hearing that in the moving process, a lot of bottles of wine were left over. So if you guys are looking for a nightcap, you may want to head over to the yacht club and pick up some bottles of wine.
Thank you, Cassidy. The official was uncertain about where the ball to be inbound, I believe, when we came out of the timeout.
They gave it to Portland inadvertently. I think Frank Vogel called timeout at the near half court, but it started because Danny Green was out practice shooting, and Quentin Cook put the ball on the baseline. So the officials thought that's where they put it, but it was just a player, and the Lakers were astounded.
So far, they've done a good job on Lillard. He does have 12 points, but they've made him work for his points. Nurkic spinning, little fake using the left hand. Nice left-handed shot from Nurkic. He's got 6.6 boards. James ready to check back in. But the difference with that move as opposed to the prior move, he was much more patient. Allowed the play to develop. Dion Waiters connects.
I think Waiters is going to have to play some role. Not as neutral, but some role.
What's the game, Frankie Garcia? Hi, Frankie. Thank you so much. Lakers is leading by 9. I have no copyright approval. That's why I'll just tell the story to you guys. Frankie Garcia, you have a chance to win 500 pesos. Filipino ka ba? Are you Pinoy?
Which is more than half of the battle. Waiters gets into the paint, kicks it out to Kuzma. He drives baseline. A floater won't go. Tipped up and in, but they're going to wave it off. Nope, ball on the cylinder, so it won't count.
9-point lead by Lakers, guys. 46-37.
I thought that was off, but close call. That's why they should just change the rule and make it live once it hits the rim. Then we don't have to worry about that.
That's the international rule.
Frankie Garcia, I'll give you a chance to win 500 pesos.
Maybe a little long distance three. That won't go. Great job by Anthony Davis being up on the screen. We've seen in the past. Your back as a
Thank you for coming.
You've given up a wide overlooked. Trent takes it away. James stumbles a bit with his dribble, and they're going to wave it off.
Offensive foul.
Apparently, Trent using the arm to push off. Made a nice defensive play. Looked like he had an easy layup. Wow.
But his ball pressure up the floor has been really good.
And LeBron wants a post on it.
Frankie Garcia, you have an entry to win 500 on the raffle.
Backs in, double team. Repost, double team again. Finds Davis for the slam. So much pressure on you when he's posting up or when he has the basketball.
Thank you so much for coming.
Creates so many opportunities and makes life easier for everybody else on the floor. Minute and a half remaining. Here in the second, CJ McCollum with Anthony Davis on in. Step back corner three. Comes right back out to him. Drives the baseline. And an offensive foul's called. Nurkic just saying, let's challenge. It's going to be his second.
Guys, Lakers is leading by 9. 11 now, 11.
It's a foul. It's a good job for sealing.
Lakers is 48, Portland is 37.
James again posting on this side.
It's good because instead
LeBron
of allowing
is
Trent's
on the ball.
pressure to bother him, overpower him since you're so much bigger and
Simple
stronger.
shot. 39 lamang ng Lakers sa Portland.
Position to double team. He can't play one-on-one. Lillard draws the foul. Shot won't go as Davis picks up his first. Damian Lillard.
Ibilib ka kay Davis.
Just got to make the right adjustments.
Naglalaro ng sentro pero isang ball pa lang.
And you could have Trent guard Kuzma and go back to Anthony, a bigger, stronger body on James. That's mouse in the house stuff.
Lillard 3 for 3.
Ba talaga lakas ni LeBron?
He's taken now 107 free throws since the restart. He's missed 9. Two and a half time. Maria Taylor, Jalen Rose, Minnesota T-Wolves win draft lottery of the #1 pick. Big wrap up. Festivities from earlier tonight.
But this defense by the Lakers against a very good offensive team in Portland, now for 3 straight halves, has been very, very good.
It's a Portland team that prior to this series was averaging 126 points per game.
Tumira si Davis, stress. Pasok. Wala na. Tinambakan na sila.
18 first half points.
14 na.
This is the
Lamang.
largest lead of the first half. Final minute, second quarter. Nurkic looking inside from Whiteside. Pass deflected, but gets to Carmelo Anthony. Against his good buddy, leans in, shot in the paint, rolls off the rim, James the rebound. Smart play pulling it out, trying to get the last one. Shot clock and game clock about a second and a half difference. Davis drives, finishes, and the foul.
Galing.
Anthony Davis with a strong finish to the second quarter. And a 20-point first half for Davis.
Galing na
Davis
Davis.
loves to go left. Face up, little crossover, seeks the body of Nurkic, drives right through it, and he's stronger than you think. That's great strength by Anthony Davis, who has responded after a inefficient game 1.
And he's got Nurkic with 3 fouls.
Lumabas na yung galing ni tinambakan na guys. 16 na oh. 17 na pag pumasok yan. Grabe si Davis. Dapat to MVP.
Final second shot clock turned off. Lakers do not have a foul again. Damian Lillard fakes the 3, drives, kicks it out corner. Trent in and out, rebound Davis, and that will end an impressive first half for the Lakers.
Woo! Go Lakers!
Run to finish the last couple of minutes. Led by
Mega shoutout Frankie Garcia, Jovanex,
21
Cedric,
rebound
Agustin,
first half for Davis.
Double T siblings, mega shoutout sa inyo. Thank you so much.
24 in game 1. The Lakers came out strong in this one.
So first half, lamang ang Lakers ng 17 guys. Guys, sa team paangat, yung question ko kailan tayo pwede mag-meeting guys? Para mapag-usapan natin yung gagawin nating sistema para dumami ang ating mga saging, pati yung ating watch hours, maparami natin sa team members natin. Tapos keep on inviting lang sa members. The more the merrier tayo dito sa ating team paangat. Iwan ko muna kayo saglit guys, shower lang ako ng mabilis. Or take a shower first, saglit lang. Shower lang ako guys, saglit CNN Princess, thank you for coming back. May entry ka na ulit. CNN Princess, thank you. Ayan, CNN Princess, binigyan kita uli ng another entry para sa raffle natin. Marami na guys. So kung bumabalik-balik kayo sa LS ko, mas marami kayong magiging entry. Skip. Hello guys, I'm back. Let's go back to the game. Let's go back to the game. It's all boss. LeBron napaka-animated eh. Sobo! Sobo!
Anthony Davis on the weak side. Morris misses the shot. Attacks the offensive boards. Come up with a second shot opportunity. Both of these guys heard the chat out in game one. Right?
Back to the ball game, guys.
Well, that's the case we see it every year with the NBA playoffs. The chatter after a win or a loss.
Uy. Nangyari. Wala. Dinurn down yung channel ah.
Swing, swing, turns down the shot for a better shot. With Anthony Davis on the weak side. Morris misses the shot, attacks the offensive boards, come up with a second shot opportunity. Both these guys heard the chat after game one, rightfully so. They've responded. Well, that's the case we see it every year with the NBA playoffs. The chatter after a win or a loss. And the definitive proclamations after one loss in the playoff series. James drives in, floats it up, shot won't go, Nurkic the rebound. And now that said, Portland has been a big comeback team since the restart. Nurkic trying to double clutch, deflected out of bounds. Minus 5 by the Blazers. There you see, again, offensively they struggled so much in game one. Obviously, part of it too, just shots falling. But to me, Nurkic has got to get better finishing around the rim. He messes around too much sometimes in that.
Aso mo, Davis.
Future overwhelming skill. He tries again, blocked by Nurkic. He gets it again, throws it back up. Caldwell pulls up. This shot won't go.
Malas.
Coming the other way. Just 3 of 11 from the field in the first half. A nice floater off the glass. We've seen before, this is a ball-big team that can climb back into ball games quickly. So here the Lakers, you have to continue to execute on both sides of the ball. Davis against Wenyon Gabriel and getting a start for Zach Collins with that ankle injury. Davis gets close, can't get it. He tips it out. Caldwell Pope.
Yun!
Continues. Caldwell Pope is 3 for 4 from downtown. And 2 of those threes have been created by McGee's offensive rebound. His energy to start both halves is
Nakashoot din si Caldwell Pope.
Damian Lillard. Caldwell Pope grabbing his back. Spurring the screen by Nurkic. He's got the old man walk the way he's kind of hobbling up a bit. Davis backs it against Gabriel. Chucks up and under. Shot backs it home. 23 points already.
20 na lamang, right guys.
Coach, I'm talking about LeBron and Davis.
Blow off game ito pag hindi nakabawi ang ano nito.
Great players, upset, point the finger at the media. Give these guys credit. They have responded with their plays.
particularly Davis.
I mean, just the energy on the offensive end has been terrific.
Gabriel tries, but can't get the ball. Beautiful, perfect outlet pass.
Come back.
Caldwell Pope and Terry Stotts needs a timeout.
22.
Ball this one open here to start the third. This is Anthony Davis. He makes the play. He's down in the corner, gets back into the picture, pursues the basketball. One dribble throw ahead to Pope. It was a different plan also in game 2.
The fighting spirit is one we all share. It's the steady beat.
Ay, mo sila.
The story of
Make a shoutout sa 1 million viewers.
his own story of a man who came from
Thumbs up nyo naman yung ating LS dyan, guys. Kain tayo ng oatmeal.
Newest addition to the Chipotle Kitchen is a second Chipotle Kitchen. Introducing Chipotle Digital Kitchens, exclusively for your online order with dedicated teams ready to make it fresh, fast, exactly how you want, and deliver it straight to your door. Order now for contactless carryout or delivery.
Hey, Jesse from DraftKings telling you there's 100 million reasons to listen up. DraftKings is celebrating the return of sports by dishing out up to 100 million across everyone's accounts, including a guaranteed $1 million cash to a lucky person. Just download the DraftKings app and enter our free Survivor pool to grab your share of up to 100 million instantly in our golden ticket giveaway. Everyone wins something, and one person is guaranteed to walk away with $1 million. It could be you. Download the app now and score your share of the 100 million stack.
Holy mother of sin. Look what we did. We made it thin. How is this possible, you ask? It's not, but we done it anyway.
Reese's Thins. Not sorry.
Muscle Milk helps build muscles. We're not the muscle that gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. and keeps pushing day after day. Sure, Muscle Milk helps build muscle, but it takes heart to build strength.
Danos. Hi, Ma'am Nelva Rufino, Marcel Alipon, thank you so much. Lagyan natin ng entry ang ating kaibigan.
Any questions? The Acura Summer Performance available. Our goods are ready. And with all my options available, you can shop our best offers any way you choose. Don't miss it. This summer, visit your Acura.
Ma'am Nelva Rufino, we have a chance to win 500 pesos sa ating raffle. August 31.
There's no way.
There's a joke. There's a joke inside the bag.
Thank you so much po, Pagdalaw.
Special surprise.
$5 for 2 Whopper sandwiches.
I believe before you change your mind.
Deal hard to believe. Get the Whopper and the two.
Ha?
Mix and match. No way.
Meron na?
This copyrighted broadcast
Ilan ko
National Basketball Association may not be transmitted. LeBron James, the nature boy in the background, on the screen.
Ayan guys, pumasok na yung aming internet connection. So, makakatulong na ako sa mga kasama natin.
Catches it and goes up. There's a breakdown defensively for the Portland Trailblazers. And this one a 27-point thrashing right now. 12 straight points by the Lakers. Nurkic trying to end that drought, and he does with a three-pointer.
24, grabe. Grabe yung depensa ni Anthony Davis.
Davis again handling the ball. Fakes the pass, goes inside, shot blocked by Whiteside.
Walang foul.
That's a tremendous defensive play. Lillard and Nurkic play catch. Lillard baseline burst, banks it home. Sweet move from Lillard. But it's still a 22-point lead. Caldwell Pope fake sets all the time in the world. McGee keeps it alive. And Davis just gets across half court against the pass. LeBron James, step back three over Nurkic. Rolls around, off the rim, but McGee right there. Big impact right from the start. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, and the Laker lead is 24.
And only in 11 minutes, McGee had. I mean, he is absolutely pounding the offensive glass.
It looked like similar to what we saw happen to Joel Embiid with his ankle on that backstand. Looked like that may have been the same thing that just happened to Anthony Davis on that play. A little bit of a limp as he comes up the floor. James drives on Davis, pass inside Danny Green, saves it right to McGee, back to Green. Corner three for Danny Green, puts it in.
Nice.
Lakers bring it on.
Saktan si Davis.
Whiteside.
Lamang ng 25 ang Lakers.
He just put it both ends of the floor, pass deflected. But that's not how you're going to win if you're the ball and traveler. Posting up Whiteside again, Javale McGee. Although both fouled, especially trying to take jumpers like that.
Ano nangyari?
We're talking about with Anthony Davis on that backstand. Turned his ankle a little bit.
Ay!
So Caldwell Pope getting it done after the rough game one. We were talking to Frank Vogel before the game and asked him about after Davis, after LeBron James, who's that third guy? Is Kyle Kuzma? When he talks about
Yan agad ng yelo, Davis.
their identity is it's a different third guy every night. Some nights it's Kuzma, some nights when he was playing it was Avery Bradley, some nights it's Danny Green. Tonight it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope has been a big boost. And I understand what he's saying, but to me, Kuzma's got to be that guy. It doesn't have to be scoring. It's the third guy impacting the game and whatever it takes to win. Kuzma's playing solid basketball there in the ball. James pass deflected out of bounds. It's just the 7th Laker turnover. Blazers trying to pick up the tempo, down by 25 here with 6 minutes to go in the third. Nurkic spins, flips it up, won't go, but Whiteside with the tip.
Kahit din OG, may partner lang ano? Yung password. Yung password lang yun. Huawei, OG na app. Balik. Alam mo na, dalawang ano na?
Mars!
They're in the double big.
Mars, matuli na.
You got it close.
Ganda ng connection ah.
And you got to pressure the ball.
Ganda.
That's like allowing a great quarterback to sit there with no pressure. He's going to put it right on the money.
LeBron, like a great
26.
quarterback, eyes lit up as soon as he saw his receiver walk.
Lahat ng connection niya. Pagputol.
That's like
The line. Whiteside gets it. James has not looked for a shot very often tonight. It's only his 10th field goal attempt. He's got 10 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. He has let Davis shine. Offensive foul call on Carmelo Anthony. as James draws the charge. This is the kind of Laker defense we're seeing that made them have the best record in the Western Conference before the suspension of play.
Chris Columbres, good morning sa lahat. Boss, good morning. Thank you so much for dropping by, Chris Columbres. Dan po, salamat na marami. Pasensya na, hindi ko napansin. Lalaro ngayon ng Portland and Lakers sa lamang ng 26 ang Lakers, third quarter. Bigyan ulit kita ng another entry sa pagpasok mo. Chris, thank you so much.
33 free throw attempts in game one. They've only taken 9 free throws here tonight. CJ McCollum. Frank Vogel calls a timeout. With 4.5 remaining here in the third, the Lakers are in complete control.
Ito, Chris Columbus, may entry ka na ulit sa ating grand raffle. Hindi masasabing grand, kundi mini raffle sa August 31 to win 500 pesos. Mahabol na mahabol ang Blazers. Ano, game na tayo, Rodney? Rodney! Pagkatapos na lang ng Lakers.
Focus on what we need to be focused on to win a championship. We all have to be together and locked in a group.
The ball was behind his head. He grabbed it and slammed it in one motion with one hand.
Everyone comes in with the mindset of knowing their role and what they need to do to help this team win. If we lose the game, we want to make sure next game we're better than last game. Next practice we're better than last practice. So I won't say it's finals a failure, but it would definitely hurt if we didn't win the finals this year. Wherever you go around the country, everything's buzzing about the Lakers. Obviously, we want to stay in the moment and know there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifices. But like I say, with a veteran group, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Here he goes, attacking the rim.
I think everyone in LA is excited, Lakers are excited, and we're happy to put on the show.
Okay lang, Nelba. Thank you so much. Guys, merong link dyan ng StreamYard kung gusto niyo umakyat. Umakyat lang kayo para may kakausap ako dito sa taas.
Shoutout kay Harris Valenzuela, what's up mga Lodi? Kay Nate Anthony, what's up mga Lodi? Yan, kumute muna tayo Lods kasi nagpapatugtog sila mga Lodi. Ni bang 10K ni Papi. Tiwala lang Papi, mahaba pa ang oras sa mga tropang Blazers. Yan. Mahaba pa yan mga Lods, bilog ang bola. Maganda ang laban mga Lods.
Kala ng Blazers, ganun-ganun lang ang Lakers.
Shoutout kay Ika Intoys.
May LeBron yan, may AD.
Edwin Baynosa, shoutout
May pwedeng maliitin ng Lakers.
Yeah, what's up mga Lods? Tapos, pag nag-game na Lods, tahimik na tayo ulit. Para may enjoy nyo yung game mga Lodi. Yeah, looking for kapustahan. Game 3, PM nyo na yung mga nag-aado dyan mga Lodi. Yeah, wash out din sa'yo, Aya Castromero. Shout out mga Lods. Kay Kent Kubar, what's up mga Lodi? You know, Richard Besabella, what's up mga Lodi? Shout out sa mga Lodi natin nagpa-follow, no? Pa-follow na lang tayo ng page natin mga Lods for more NBA playoff games. Paabuti natin hanggang finals mga Lods. Kaya follow na para lagi kayong updated. Let's go.
Oh, we asked Terry Stotts before the game, what does he expect from the Lakers in Game 2? He said, a determined LeBron James. But it's also been a spectacular Anthony Davis. Whiteside with another impressive rejection. So Whiteside did so well all year. Number 1 in the NBA in block shots. And James not looking to score, but he's done a little bit of everything. Davis is taking the lead role in that department tonight. Step back, another 3. Got it. Anthony Davis, 29 points now. He's been dominant. Absolutely dominant. Not just the scoring, from the jump, his energy. Shot 33% from three this year, Davis did. CJ McCollum. Caruso, Kuzma, Davis, Marquise Morris, and Danny Green out there right now for the Lakers. Davis suspends, step back, puts it in. Anthony Davis, a brilliant performance tonight. Now with 31 and 10.
That's some move. 7-footer. Drive, spin, step back.
Danny Green got a hand on it. Here comes Davis. Open floor, finds Kuzma. Kuzma is fouled by Gary Trent. A little bit of showtime right now for the Lakers.
Shot fake, drive, spin, step back. That's good defense by Whiteside and just phenomenal offensive skill.
Well,
Really?
it's the most points per game a LeBron James teammate has ever had. Kuzma hits that. Davis this year led them in scoring. 26 points per game.
Say that again, Mike, about the most points
Most for a teammate of LeBron James.
in the playoffs.
No, overall. Points per game average. You need him to say it again?
I was a bit challenged, but my age, I'm going to give myself a break.
Of course, Davis said before the season his goal this year was to be the Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, if you would have been, I would have thought Wade might have won. What great teammates he's played with. That's how you win championships. You're great, and you get great people around you.
Trent gets in the paint. His floater misses. And Davis just dominating in both ends. J.R. Smith to Caruso. Back to Smith. J.R. Smith. Three-pointer.
Ba naman, JR?
Up on 2.5 remaining here in the third quarter. A 30-point Laker lead. What a response to that Game 1 loss now before the shot attempt. Lakers not in the middle yet.
Si Chris, di ako pinalikan. Chris, balikan mo daw si Ma'am Nelpa. Pambira, Chris, oh. Ay, marami akong utang sa inyo, guys. Sa totoo lang.
You know, sometimes
Tigdo 12, hindi ko pa nakakasikaso.
I try to bring a
Siguro try ko ngayon after ng game.
unity.
Okay, sa day off, tutukan ko yan, yung mga tigda 12 nyo. Wala pa si Ian Princess, Chris Columbres, di ko pa rin nalalagay.
Blazers shooting just 37%. And they shot 39% in Game 1. As Jeff has mentioned several times, the Lakers did a good job defensively in Game 1. It was just the offense, especially in the second half.
Javanex, di ko pa rin nababalikan ng 12.
But the Lakers are a great defensive team.
Whiteside, the deflection. Trent comes up with it. And Caruso knocks it away. That's 13 turnovers now for Portland. Good job by
Gusto ko na yata mag-hire ng tao na mag-aasikaso ng YouTube ko.
Davis drives, lost the handle. Damian Lillard looked like he jammed his finger, stealing the basketball from Anthony Davis, asking for a sub. Looked over to Terry Stotts, who's going to call a timeout anyway. Lillard in some pain right now. 1:44 remaining. It's a Laker bludgeoning.
Ano nangyari, Lakers? Ay, Blazers.
Shoutout sa mga Lodi natin kung puro tropang Blazers fan dyan, mga Lodi. May fourth quarter pa, mga Lods. Tiwala lang. Na-injury pa ata mga Lods. No? Pero hindi yan mga Lodi. Tiwala lang mga Lods. Kaya mute muna tayo ulit Lods kasi nagpapasutog sila. Makaka-copyright tayo mga Lods. Shoutout sa mga Loding Lakers natin dyan. Makakakuha yata ng ayuda ang ating mga tropa. Sa mga meron. Yan. Shoutout sa inyo mga Lods. May mga kabayan na yata ng mga utang, mga paps.
One cheer. Try to reach in. Davis wins the basket right away. Second to the field. Looked over to Terry Stotts and called timeout and got him out of the game. He played huge minutes. Marquis Morris lines up the three. Point side with the rebound. Played 43 minutes in game one. Point side. Basketball.
Shoutout sa tropang ninja ba natin dyan mga papi. Shoutout sa inyo kuya Joko Mazokan.
NBA superstars. Korea doesn't just play NBA Pick'em Playoffs Bracket Challenge. She dominates with a perfect bracket for a chance of cash prizes and fame. Playoffs Bracket Challenge. Free to play at NBA.com/bracket.
CJ McCollum can't get to the ball. Kuzma trying to save it in the big slide, so it's going to be Blazer ball. 14 on the shot clock.
Comment 1 like, 1 prayer para sa mga tropa nating may pusta sa Blazers dyan, mga papi. Mga habol pa kaya mga Lods.
Pass and a foul on Marquis Morris.
They run that baseline out of bounds play so well. They get a deep catch, a bucket, or a foul. It's just a high-low play. And they do a tremendous job stealing it. This was a good touch pass by Anthony to Whiteside.
Saw Lillard there upset. I'm sure he's upset with the score, the way his team has played. See if we can get an update on
Score natin is 85 to 25 mga Lods sa mga hindi nakakakita.
Terry Stotts going to get an update right now.
Copyright.
Sure he's upset with the score, the way his team is. Best we climb back into this ball game and make it realistic to catch him. I'm giving him the rest of the night off. J.R. Smith makes the stride, lost the handle on the way. Saved though to Caruso. Caruso knocks down a three. Good hustle play for Marquis Morris.
Grabe, 32.
AC fresh, Alex Caruso.
His first field goal. Well, they shot 5 of 32 from 3 in game one, 10 of 27 here in game two. James with his 6th rebound. Again, just 10 field goal attempts in 24 minutes for LeBron James.
Hey!
Get a turnover. Remember, this is a Portland team that was averaging 126 points per game in the bubble. They scored just 100 in game one. And they have 56 points as we finish up the third quarter here in game two. Anthony to Whiteside, and Whiteside is fouled.
They've done this all night into quarters. They're not allowing the guards of Portland to play one-on-one. They're coming to double. And when that happens, somebody's got to get in the middle of the floor like Whiteside did that time. They moved it, got it to him in the middle of the floor, and he got fouled.
Portland scored 19 points in the first quarter, 20 in the second, and just 18 here in the third. You can see the frustration on many of the Blazers' faces. It's been an amazing run for them. They won their last 5 games, and again, 8-2 since the restart. The Lakers threw that haymaker early, kept the pressure on throughout. And the third quarter comes to an end. A 30-point lead. The Lakers upset after losing game one. Looking to even this series up.
Baka mananalo tayo, Laker fans. Go Lakers!
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association.
Putol-putol naman ang connection nyo, guys.
Ginigising to. Dagiti na panaginip ko. Pambihira. Saan ka may sumalong? Kapag naman saan ka pamako? O sa bato, ngunit nangyari na nagising sa bato. Pangalan na yun ko na nagkaroon. Mas nawala ng tuluhan. Pagyansa ng usapan. Ako'y nakukulit. Sa tuwing ay nakita na iupaw. Nais na naman ilang yakan. Kahit limang kilometro layo sa akin. Anong sabihin ng iba? Mahal pa rin kita. Mahal pa rin kita. Sina ay sadya kita. Ano bang gawin na lang? Mahal pa rin kita. Mahal pa rin kita. Sina. Bukuhin ko lang ang pag-ibig namin. Ito ay parang daon na nilipad ng hangin. Nagpatpat sa isang daanan. Hanggang sa matapangan na dalawang nakakapula ang magkasitaran. Bukuhin ko lang ang pag-ibig namin. Ito ay parang daon na nilipad ng hangin. Nagpatpat sa isang daanan. Hanggang sa matapangan na dalawang nakakapula ang magkasitaran.
Thank you, shoutout to 1 million viewers. Guys, maglapag kami ng bahay para magdikitan tayo. Sa mga Lakers ng 32. Inambakan ng Blazers, guys. Kumusta kayo, Ma'am Nelva Rufino, Chris Columbres, Sian and Princess Channel, Gavanex, Cedric Agustin, Double D Sibling.
Jalen Ward, a rookie for Wake Forest, has come out for the first time for Portland with Mario Hezonja, Anthony Simons, William Gabriel, and Gary Trent. These are starters except for Gabriel taken out. Gabriel drives, gets inside. It's been a struggle for him. There's Lillard in the back, left a couple of minutes ago. James looking to post up. James still in. Cross court to Caruso. White Howard calling for it. And a travel call on J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, who was signed in July. So you see Lillard again. With Avery Bradley opting not to go to the bubble. They've missed Avery Bradley. Bradley, a huge part of their success. Well, Rajon Rondo, very close to returning after breaking his thumb when they first got down here. James with the steal. Caruso to James. Full-on three-pointer. Caruso tips it back out. J.R. Smith, no hesitation. Caruso tips it again, this time Portland ball. But you're right, Mike, they missed Avery Bradley, an elite defender. We take a look at Damian Lillard reaching. That's where you turn that finger on the left hand. You're a Portland Trailblazer fan, an NBA fan, you hope he's okay. Trent, you get it to go. Rebound 1-4. Morris. Morris alley-oop to Dwight Howard. Howard shakes the backboard as Azonia gets inside. Trying to get a little too fancy. Opening minutes here in the fourth quarter. Lakers have been up by double figures most of this game.
Yun!
But having Rondo back is going to be a difference maker also.
Yeah.
His ability to initiate offense.
First point sa Laker.
Other than LeBron James, he's the second best.
Ay, Ma'am Nelva. Sorry. Salamat sa pagbagbad mo. Ati kasi ako sa Lakers kaya ito, puro basketball pinapanood ko. Kumusta ka naman? Kumusta na kayo? Kumusta ang love life? Wala ka bang alaga ngayon, Chikiting? Mag-meeting tayo, Ma'am Nelva. Tinatanong ko sa mga kasama kung ano yung magandang araw at oras na pwede silang makausap eh. Sa Messenger, hindi ko lang alam kung paano gawin natin sistema para magkausap-usap sana. Kasi ang Messenger, alam ko, konti lang ang capacity niya pag sa call eh. Pero subukan natin yung group call. Kung ilan yung taong pwede. Pero sa chat-chat na lang tayo sa meeting natin. O kaya mag-meeting tayo, mag-LS. Aakyat na lang yung mga kasama. Kung sino ang matapatan na magandang schedule at yun ang pagkasundo ang araw at oras, may mag-LS ng araw at oras na yun. Tapos mag-aakyatan na lang yung mga kasama para makapag-usap-usap tayo.
That's a great sign for the Lakers because so many others contribute. They got contributions, but even they played a good offensive game to a very good, but it's been their defense. They're not as high octane offensively as some others that are left in the playoffs, but they are an elite defensive team. Offensively, they just don't have the three-point shooters that so many other teams have. Smith trying to lob it into Howard, back out. Morris, Smith, corner three, trying to get his. J.R. Smith knocks down the three-pointer. And prior to the bubble, he had played in an NBA game since November of 2018 when the Cavs stopped playing him and then eventually released him. Pass goes through the hands. The Lakers will get it back.
Papasok ng tira ni JR.
Smith, straight on three. Morris throws it back up top. Shows you how different things are in the bubble by itself. In the past, Portland Trailblazers win game one. You feel good about yourself because you're going back home. Well, in game three, we'll be right back here in the bubble. So it's not as important as it would have been. Let's check in with Gaston.
Yeah, Damian suffered a dislocated left index finger. He did go back and get x-rays, but they were negative, so he's staying on the bench with those fingers taped. Mike?
So thank you, Gaston. Sit on the foot. I think it was, Mike. That's what it looks like. Great camera work as usual. Our camera crew.
Ay, oo nga.
Jalen Adams. Say Bonaventures come on.
I think Simons has the look and athleticism of an effective scoring guard. I don't know. Remember C.J. McCollum? It took him a couple years to get in the rotation. Pat Connaughton, who played there, took him a couple years, and then he went to Milwaukee, had a big game today against Orlando. So I like the way Simons looks.
Well, the rookie year, he only played 20 games. But in the final game of the season, which happens a lot of guys play big minutes, he scored 37 points, played all 48 minutes, had 7 3-pointers. It was his first career start. This year, he got a chance to play a little bit more. As I mentioned, he started 4 games. He played a total of 70 games.
31 points.
Rebound deflected out.
Dito si ano.
It's not too late to play NBA Pickup Playoffs Bracket Challenge. Get your predictions in before brackets lock tomorrow. You can win $1 million.
Bingo, pumasok na. Nice.
Free at NBA.com/bracket. Well, Mike, you're talking about that last game of the season. I watched it. Those are legit numbers. He's got size, the ability to score, and he's going against Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum every single day. You're only going to get better. His future's awfully bright. Adams.
Wala na to, inuubos na lang oras.
Sizes up Dwight Howard. Shot won't go.
Laki ng lamang.
Ball kept alive.
31.
Ward back up top. So extensive garbage time. Count it and the foul. Simons with a chance for a 3-point play. J.R. Smith with the personal will take a break. LeBron James and the Lakers can rest easy tonight.
Alang inosente pero pwede mag-rebelde. Ginagawa kong kapre, bawat mga twente. Kuminsan ng pulay-pulay, ginagawa kong verde. Nakasagutan ko si nanay, siguro nakaawa. Hindi nga ako umuwi ng bahay, nagpulas sa kapitbahay. Nakitulog, nakitabay, nakipuso, nakibagay, nakipusok, nakibagay. Pinakain ko na, namuang ko ng kabayo. Pagulit-ulit nang umaasang may magbabago. Kasukoy ng lago, pangani ko pagkatako, pagkatako yung dalawang aso, yung mabuti yung talo. Napalayo sa realidad, naglalakad ako, itahanap ko ako yung tinipad. Nakita ng hinala, pali-mali akala, hinahabol ko ang tama at ang mali na akala. Gusto kong maglaya, kung mangyari agad, gusto kong lumagay, gusto kong lumipad. Hirap ako kaya kung gawin ang lahat, ay kapag kang magmadali, dahan-dahan lang. Tayo ay para lang mahapi, paakyat ng hagdan. Nalaman ko kanina sa likod na kanili, may hinahanong siya sa akin, di ako makalimutin. Di sila nakalimutin, pagkus na kaputi, kung ako'y nakalimutin, hindi na ako umuwi. Sa aking tuloy na siya, kumawa naman.
Yes sir, Lodi, mga Mac TV, thank you so much for dropping by. Sleep well sir. Natapos na yung laban. Tambakang Blazers sa Lakers. Gawa tayo ng content, guys. Content. Gawa ng contents, mga video. Kasi pag dumami tayo sa GC, pagtutulong-tulungan na lang natin yung watch hour natin. Kung maging sandaan tayo sa group chat. Ito guys, isang oras lang bawat isa. 100 hours na yun. Eh kung continuous playing, magdamag, halimbawa, kaya ngayon may internet na ako, pwede na ako mag-continuous playing ng aking mga kasama natin.
Finger most likely on the foot of Anthony Davis, and hopefully he'll be fine for Game 3, but certainly frustrated.
Simons kicks. Look at the group that's finishing for the Lakers. It's all veterans. Jared Dudley, Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Dwight Howard. Someone trying to get ref style on the entry pass. Quinn Cook also out there. Well, the beauty for Portland, they won't have to wait long to try and come back, just like the Lakers did. Bad pass deflected and stolen by Simons. Whistle on a foul. Our upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow night's TV schedule brought to you by Hulu. NBA TV, Toronto and Brooklyn. That's a 1:30 start. Then a triple header on TNT. Denver and Utah. That series tied at 1 apiece. Boston and Philly. Celtics up 2-0. And then Clippers and Dallas at 9 p.m. That's all tied at 1 apiece.
I'm really interested if Utah, A, is Mike Conley available? And B, do they go back to him in the starting lineup? Because I look at Donovan Mitchell, I think he's improved as a decision maker. You want the ball in his hands, and he's played exceptionally well with the lineup that they've had the last 2 games.
Well, Conley is back in the bubble, whether or not he's eligible to play. As Cook drives on Gabriel. Jared Dudley launches one. And Gabriel comes up with a rebound. It's a big congratulations to Conley Jr. and his family on a new addition. I say start him, and you can still play through Donovan Mitchell handling the basketball. And an offensive foul call. Donovan Mitchell has been sensational. 57 points in the loss. Look at the efficiency of the 30-point game in Game 2, plus the assists. That's where he's trying to make his step, has become more of a playmaker.
And that is his step. The vision to see all 10 players, I thought he did that very, very well in both games. He even mentioned, he used to have tunnel vision at the rim. Now he's seeing the plays develop, playing really well.
But that's so key for so many players in this league. You gotta allow them to mature. It's a process developing, and the game slowing down. Cook to Howard, 95-70. Yeah, this highest scoring team in the bubble, the Portland Trailblazers, have just 72 points with 4.5 to play.
May question. Info.
I'm just looking, got a little distracted on the Michelob virtual fans. Is Heather Jackson in the stands again?
Yes, she is.
I think she's like a diligent Trailblazer fan employee.
So, a long chance for extra minutes for the reserves. J.R. Smith knocks down the 3. 3 of 10 from the field. Timeout, Terry Stotts. 101-72. All Lakers tonight in this series. Going to be tied up at 1 apiece.
Nangyari Lillard. Guys, 2 hours lang ako. Yung sagot sa sinong player of the game? Wala bang sasali dyan? May 100k mapapanalunan, no? Sino magiging player of the game? Bigyan ko kayo ng idea. Sa Lakers yan. Dahil tambak na ang Blazers Panalo na Lakers dito. Sino ang player of the game sa Lakers? Kung sino makakahula, bigyan ko ng 100 pesos. Guys, Ma'am Nelva, sino hula mong best player of the game? Bigyan kita ng idea, galing sa Lakers.
What's up? It's Dame Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. You're watching the Talking NBA. The term of the day is buzzer beater. A buzzer beater is a basket in the final seconds of a game that results in a win. To be somebody who makes buzzer beater, you gotta have a lot of confidence. I think that comes from knowing that you prepare yourself when you get home.
Okay, Damian Lillard, next year. Samahan niya na si LeBron. Makakuha siya ng championship bago man siya mag-retiro. Sir Mamak, sino hula mong MVP? Ay, player of the game. Chris Columbus.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Talking NBA.
8 points si J.R. Smith, 2 press, 1 dos.
Don't pressure anything. Just to mention your place in history. You're wrong. You'll be fine. It's a whole game.
Guys, I'm about to finish. Wala ba kayong hula kung sinong player of the game?
11 rebounds, 3 assists, a big bounce back game.
Ayan na, sinabi na, sorry.
So officially, numbers to all the Laker greats, all smiles from LeBron James. Well, Damian Lillard and the Blazers, they've been playing so well, they came crashing down tonight. They ran up against a determined and angry Laker team. Gabriel. Backdoor Adams gets in. Nice play. Jalen Adams played a terrific career in St. Bonaventure. Jared Dudley way off. Ward sneaks inside. Shot blocked by Howard.
27.
Sports Center coming up next. John Butcher-Gross and Michael Eaves will have post-game reaction from this game, plus how Giannis and the Bucks responded in Game 2. And the winners and losers of this year's NBA Draft Lottery. Well, the Bucks lost Game 1. Boy, did they respond in Game 2. Same thing for the Lakers, the 2 number 1 seeds, with big bounce-back performances here today. And Gabriel knocks it down. Whitney Gabriel, who in his first playoff game the other night, had his first ever nosebleed. Off LeBron James inadvertently. And he said that was the first time in his entire life he had a nosebleed. I don't know if was he wired? Because I heard him say, LeBron James made my nosebleed. Like he was so excited that LeBron James was the culprit. They're high on him. They think he has a chance to be very good. He's from the Sudan. It's Cooks trying to save it. J.R. Smith falling out of bounds. Launches one. Here comes Gabriel. But it shows you the confidence that Terry Stotts has in this young man. Zach Collins goes down. He immediately put him in the ballgame. And he was ready to play and had an impact. Started the last 2 games.
He plays with great energy.
Undrafted player knocked out of bounds. There's a story about him in March where he was riding in an Uber in Portland. And the driver was an older gentleman. And they just hit it off. Gabriel said they had a great conversation. Then when he got out of the car, he realized he had left his wallet in the man's Uber car. Tried to contact him, but he couldn't get a hold of him. But the older gentleman, the Uber driver, showed up at his house with his wallet. And when he was very touched by his kindness, so a few weeks later, when COVID-19 became all over the country.
Guys, wala pa kayong hula. Mag-end na yung LS ko.
He was worried about him because he was at risk with his age and had some health issues. And he said he shouldn't be, this is what he's thinking, he should not be driving an Uber car at his age with the pandemic. So he deposited $2,500 in the gentleman's Uber account so he wouldn't have to drive.
Guys, hulaan nyo kung sinong best player of the game. Galing sa Lakers.
Was so overcome by the kindness.
Para meron kayo pang load. 100 pesos yun. Kaya.
When he contacted one of the papers and said, people need to know what this young man did for me. He says, I'll be a fan for life of Wenyen Gabriel.
Kaya nga no, 100 pesos oh.
There's so many stories like that throughout this league, and people are just becoming aware of the impact that these players are making all around the world.
28 ang lamang, grabe.
You're absolutely right, Mark.
Mga bata ito eh.
Jeff, did you put anything in my account?
I was just thinking that if any NBA player wants to get positive publicity, they can donate to me tonight, and I will mention them every broadcast as Simons hits a 3.
You're right. Simons carries himself and has the body language of a scorer.
And I'm watching him as a young player. He's not just going through the motions here.
Let's see, up on a minute remaining. Lakers been up by double figures since late in the second quarter. Largest lead, 33. Well, they're still battling out there, the reserves. Jalen Ward flips it up and in.
25.
First couple of playoff points for the rookie from Wake Forest. What you mentioned it, Mike, is a good win for the Lakers. It's something to build on.
Oh,
not just how they absolutely dominated the game, Mark, but the way they did it. So many other guys helping out. LeBron James didn't have to have an all-world game. Anthony Davis was just superb in his minutes.
Guys, lamang ng 23 ang Lakers matatapos ang laban. So mag-end na rin yung aking live stream. Thank you so much sa inyo guys. Ma'am Melba Rupino, alam ko nag-stay ka hanggang ngayon. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much sa inyo, Ma'am Melba Rupino. Ang ating mga kaibigan sa Team Paangat. At mag-meeting po tayo. Mag-meeting tayo sa one of these days, next week. Kahit Saturday, Sunday, kung ano available time and date o time and day na pwede kayo makausap, usap-usap tayo. Yung makukuha nating oras sa araw, mag-LS tayo doon para akyat na lang yung mga kasama para makapag-usap-usap tayo kung ano yung ating gagawin. Para ngayon, naikabit na kasi yung aking connection ng internet. So makakatulong na ako sa mga watch hours ng bawat isa. Kailangan lang natin gawa ng diskarte. Saka, although talagang hindi naman natin ito dapat gawing full time kasi libangan lang talaga natin. Pero umaasa tayo na ma-monetize tayo parang araw. Dito, Anthony Davis ang best player dito guys, Anthony Davis. Kaya kung sayang, di nyo nahulaan, may 100 pesos sana ako bibigay. See you again next LS natin siguro by Saturday. LS ako ulit. Every other day na lang po ako nag-LS kasi napapagod na rin. Kasi may bagong trabaho, medyo tumaas ng posisyon ng trabaho natin. Medyo naging hectic din ang schedule ko, OT. Kaya tulog na lang ang nangyayari sa akin. Pag gising ako umaga, yun, nag-LS ako. Pero salamat sa inyo guys sa time. Usap-usap tayo minsan para ma-strategize natin yung grupo natin. Salamat po everyone.